about to expire. We get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage, look defensively. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And his first pass is incomplete. He was looking for Ty Montgomery that time. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. And for this offensive unit, Eddie Lacy, sometimes he even has the Auburn fans saying roll Tide.
Now that's big right there, because for them to say that, wow, that tells you how good a talent he really is. When he gets rumbling, the field tilts in his favor.
Maybe I overstepped my bounds there a bit, but he's good.
Brandon, you never want to get in the middle of Alabama versus Auburn.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Out to the flat for Lacy. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Caught by Montgomery. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Hey, take 26.
They'll run for the first time with Lacy. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
K'Wan Short came out of Purdue as one of the top-rated defensive tackle prospects. Now he's one of the top-rated NFL players.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Rodgers now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
To throw is Rodgers. And he finds Cook. Touchdown, Packers. Jared Cook, 36 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So the Carolina Panthers offense trotting out there, and every time you look at their offense moving onto the field, you can't help but notice those big 6'4" and 6'5" wide receivers in Funchess and Benjamin.
Monster guys, and don't forget they both weigh 230 to 240, so trying to go through them to get the ball, very difficult to do, but their timing in the preseason, their increased play is evident. It's going to make Cam Newton a better quarterback. And when you've got receivers that size, it's not an accident. Their general manager, he told me, I like big players.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. To throw on second down is Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On first down, it's Newton. He's got time in the pocket. Trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Back to the air. Newton on Packer pressure, and down he goes. Clay Matthews in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Third and 20, and no surprise, the defense in the dime. Throwing is Newton. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Easy. 319.
They'll run here. This is James Starks. And a short gain down to about the 33. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Rodgers to throw on second down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. From the left hash, it's... Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. Rodgers going to go on fourth down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Stewart is the lone setback. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And the tight end Dixon left side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
3 yards to go on second down. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. On second down, here's Newton. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second. There. Third down and 3. Newton on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 14 yards there on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Stewart. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Being chased out left. Call it a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. Now, the defense definitely showing blitz here. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
They'll set up the screen for Stewart. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They snap it to Newton. This one complete to Devin Funchess. Give him 7 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it. And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled. And while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
Second down now after the incompletion. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 2nd down, they run with Stewart. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Defense showing blitz. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Newton now looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Sam Shields.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They start the drive on the ground with Lacey. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. And on that play, there was 0 space. No gain.
He's got his target. It's Cobb. 18 yards there and a 1st down.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And Crosby puts it through. And that will make our score 9-0. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense, finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Hey, guys, check me out. You gotta stand up over there. 58 Mike, 58 Mike.
A final shot before the break. Newton. Still back there. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They start the second half with Lacy. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
Now a pitch out to Lacy. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Rodgers with a give. It's Lacy. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now it's Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. A play fake to start. Now Rodgers. And he finds Cook. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. It's a gain of 7, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now Rodgers. He's going to rifle one, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jordy Nelson, 39 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead. You and I have seen some great catches throughout our days calling these games. A spectacular grab there, just a receiver making a wonderful play.
When there's a chance to get 6 points on the board, you see a little extra effort sometimes. A terrific layout to go get the football.
And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Second and 10. Newton again. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time. Newton to Benjamin. 52 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Stewart is the lone setback. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. From the red zone now, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended target that time was Jonathan Stewart. And that'll make it second and 10.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
To the air, Newton on second down. This will be caught just inside the 10. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Newton on third down. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen from 8 yards out. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Cam looking to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll try to get the offense going with Lacey. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Rodgers to throw on second down. He's intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Now, that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now, if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Second down following the run.
Tight, guys, double tight. 4 down. Check.
On second down, here's Newton. He's going to loft one deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play that time, Newton to Benjamin. And even 40 yards. At 6'5", Kelvin Benjamin is so hard for defenses to deal with.
When you open up the dictionary and you look at that NFL definition of uncovering, you find Kelvin Benjamin, just what you talked about. His size, his catch radius, where you can put the ball almost anywhere, you can go up and get it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Clay Matthews in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. To throw on second down is Newton. Steps away to his left. His throw caught right around the 6. That one good for 14 yards. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
This one should have gone in favor of the defense, don't you think? They flush the quarterback to the left side. He's a right-handed thrower, so you know how difficult it is to get your body back around and make a good throw, let alone to the middle of the field, and end up getting a completion to his big tight end.
They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Switch. Wake up.
And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. Forced out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They come up in an offset eye. Now Rodgers will handle Lacey. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I've yet to meet a wide receiver who likes to block more than catching the football, but the best ones understand that that's how they'll actually get more passes thrown to them if they help in the run game. And anytime you get a run of that yardage, that means the wide receivers did help. They get down to what a lot of people call the second level, the linebackers, or the third level where the defensive backs are, and they get out in front and put their bodies out there and create more space for their runners to gain the yardage.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo. And
the Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Rodgers throwing here. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. To throw is Rodgers. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. The Packers go for it. Rodgers. It's caught. Nelson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.